Tradition is the Newburyport Education Foundation. 13 years of tradition and $2.8 million raised so far to boost the quality of education in all Newburyport schools.
Alfred, I found the perfect match for your son, a wonderful girl. Who is it? Rachel, the shoemaker's daughter.
Rachel? But she can hardly see.
Instead of practicing in that music room, the kids usually have this marvelous stage at the middle school to work on. Added to that, the NEF has presented new lights and a brand new big sound system.
You see, my goal is to go to the University of Michigan and play football and do anything I can for academics. And they said a great thing, I actually called them up, and they said a great thing to do is theater.
These 8th grade teams are sharing design ideas while building ocean drifters to help scientists monitor current and water temperature in the Gulf of Maine. That data will be used later to help research the ocean's dwindling baby lobster population.
I think it's a great real-world application of science. I think anytime we can get kids excited to be in science class, they're not learning out of a textbook what they're building, it's an awesome opportunity.
I think it makes you more creative, makes you think about different things. Even if we don't use this exact model, we don't study oceans, it keeps you creative about whatever you do.
The prototype from the winning team is built to scale in a more advanced pre-engineering class. It'll be about this size when the class really launches it from the boat into the Gulf of Maine on June 3rd. At the high school, robotics students are designing a sailbot to race against college teams along Canada's coast.
Well, we're making a sailbot, and so it's basically a boat, and we have to do all the programming, and then it kind of like sails by itself.
Well, I've been working with robots since my freshman year, so it's something that I've been known to I guess enjoy, and I like sailing too. So I mean, it's best of both worlds.
Across the river, but she did not get far.
Do you remember not being able to read the book other kids were reading in 1st or 2nd grade? Or maybe you were bored by the book the class was reading. Everyone at the Bresnahan reads at their own level. NEF fills the literacy closets with enough books for every group at every level.
Here, where each of the children are reading a very high-interest book, but in small groups of peers.
And they change groups every day and get help from other kids sometimes.
Because there's a couple mysteries about our life, and if you put the work to make the biography, you might happen to come over could discover the real answer.
The students using the Bresnahan Media Center, NEF's BookFlick subscription, helps kids read by narrating the story with each word printed on the screen.
What kind of books do you like?
Well, he likes the other book he was watching before.
I see. Animal books?
Yeah.
And what about you? What kind of books do you
I like the Chicka Chicka Boom Boom.
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom.
With the ABCs and the ABCs.
Do you like the music with it too?
Yes.
As you see them here, they're all speaking. They're all talking in Spanish. They're all listening to each other, they're listening to themselves, and they're totally comfortable.
I think so because at the beginning you can't really necessarily put together sentences, but you know the words. And now I'm definitely starting to be able to, I feel like I could have a conversation with someone.
Brianna hears herself in Spanish using computers and a language program funded by NEF. She hears herself read in Spanish and then listens to the corrected version.
Absolutely, and I know what I sound like, so I definitely feel more confident when I'm talking to people.
Do you want an iPad?
NEF redesigned the high school media center to accommodate all the students, no matter what technology they favor.
And then just the technology is amazing. They check out MacBooks, they check out iPads, they have access to 30 PCs here. They create here, they create movies, they use videos.
Seniors work and relax during study at the center's lounge area. Changes since freshman year seem to have made a big difference.
When I went down to look at colleges, the libraries are actually around the same as this. They're obviously a little bit bigger, but they have all the technology, so it's going to be nothing different when we make the transformation.
The Newburyport Education Foundation is continuing its mission to fund the best possible education for all public school students in the city. And NEF funding is helping the kids love learning.
Sometimes I stay up really late at night, like all night reading. I just like how the pictures, how the authors made the pictures.
Tradition. Without it, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.